Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. The reason why I created this YouTube channel is to share ideas with young people. Not just sharing ideas, but also bring people who have gone through life and have something to share about their journey. So today I'm going to be talking to this guy, an amazing person who has achieved so much at a considerably young age. And we're just going to have a conversation, so that, which is very relatable, so that you can be able to understand where he's coming from and the reason why he's been able to achieve what he has achieved in his life. So, Jagero.
How are you?
I don't know, like, is that your real name?
Jagero is my, let me switch on something. Jagero is my real name. It's not my real name. It's not my real name. That is my witch name.
Yeah, you just said that. Explain that.
It's my witch name is sort of a cultural name. Mm-hmm. If you're Luo, you will know Nyingumari Jiwok.
Yeah, I understand that.
So it's just a pen name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I took from my grandfather. My grandfather is called Jagero.
Okay.
Yeah, and Udure is my name.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Jagero is my grandfather's name.
So Udwar Jagero is your real name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of.
It is your real name?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So Jagero is a trained journalist. He's a documentary script writer. He's a poet. We're going to talk a bit about that, and an award-winning playwright. Now, he is a lot, and therefore we may not be able to collate everything and put in this video, but I'll try as much as possible to touch on areas that I consider really important because of my audience. I'm basically talking to young people mostly, creating content for young people rather. So, Jagero, can you tell us a bit about where you were born and how you grew up?
I was born in the village. Mm-hmm. My village is called Nyakach, about 30 minutes drive from Kisumu town. Mm-hmm. Kisumu is a city, right?
Yes, it is a city.
Yes, from Kisumu city. Mm-hmm. So I grew up in the village. Mm-hmm. I went to a village school. I went to a village high school. Mm-hmm. And then after some time I decided to get out of the village and come to the city of glasses, Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Yeah. So I was born in 1982. Mm-hmm. Just when Kenya was having a coup. And then, so that is briefly how I am. I come from a family of 5, or is it 6?
Wow.
I am the second last born.
You should have let them guess.
Yeah.
What born you are.
Second
last?
Yeah, second last.
Second last.
But of course our last born passed on many years ago. Mm-hmm. So right now the people that are alive, I am the second last born. Mm-hmm. The first two are sisters, the third is a brother, and then myself, then my younger brother.
So I was watching a video, one of your interviews with Switch TV, and you mentioned that you were orphaned at an early age. Tell us a bit about that.
I wouldn't say early, because the reason why I think I see myself orphaned at an early age, I think early is very relative. But I was orphaned immediately after high school.
See.
That's
still quite
the reason why I think that I was young is because of how much hole it left in my life.
Yeah.
Because, if you're just finishing high school, there is a lot ahead of you.
Yeah.
You need to get tertiary, is it called tertiary education?
Tertiary education,
yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You need to grapple through life.
Yeah.
And I feel that that was the hardest part of my life.
You need some guidance.
Yeah, that was the hardest part of my life because my father died before just immediately after high school, then my mother followed very soon after that, I think because of shock or whatever. But they followed each other pretty closely. And they left me without without nothing, without school fees, without a way out of life. So if somebody says I was orphaned at an early age, so perhaps relatively that is the reason.
Please allow me to ask you another question. You know, you would expect someone with that kind of experience to be pessimistic.
Yeah.
You know, people give up. They go through that and they're like, no one is going to help me, so I can't even continue with school. I can't even go out there and try to make a life for myself. So why this happy face? And you know, you carry a lot of positive energy around you, and you put that into everything that you do.
Maybe it's a show.
No, it's not a show. It's not a show. You know, if it's a show, then it fades at some point. But you are always like this.
Yeah,
you know, you're always like this. So how do you?
I think what happened to me in the past gave me such a load of trauma. You know, I think my young life was full of pitfalls, and because my father was a drunk, school fees was very hard to come by almost the entire time from nursery to tertiary level. My high school, I think, was the hardest part of my life, if not my college. But I think high school was very, very hard and very traumatizing. But then at some point you realize that life is full of thorns, all right? But if you are to go about life well, you have to stay positive and look at the roses in those thorns.
You can say that again.
Yeah. So you know, at some point I realized that nobody is going to live my life for me. There are lots of people who are born into a lot of privilege, but still you see them getting addicted to drugs, getting addicted to what, some, you know. So I decided that I'm going to enjoy my life, you know, and actively, because if you decide actively to enjoy your life every other day, then sometimes it masks what is beneath it. I'm not saying that masking things are good, but I think finding ways of making your life interesting is better than dwelling on things that make you sad. You know. So I've got very sad part of my life. Like for example, I've lived in pain for the last 10 years, you know, because of a condition, but I don't let it. Sometimes I tell my friends that, you know, I'm a PWD. And then my friend Agat usually tells, why don't you go to the government and have that certificate?
Get some freebies.
You know?
Yeah.
Even the other day they were mocking, you know, what's up? When I mocked them and they told me, oh, come on, you can't even kick a ball. You know, making noise. So yeah, I feel like it is always important to stay positive. Yeah. Because you can only live about 90 years or much less today. So if you're going to be sulking the whole time you're alive, I mean, you're doing a disservice to whoever gave you that life.
I see.
Yeah.
So you go through all that pain positively.
Yeah.
You put up a brave face, and then you come to Nairobi from the village.
Yes.
To do what?
To go to college. Because I think everybody expected me to be a teacher. Which was a nice thing to do. If your parents are dead in the village, and you are bright like I was, then you'll be a teacher. Yeah. Nothing wrong about it. But how about if you don't like being a teacher? Because I felt like I didn't look up to teachers that much, because village teachers are very rogue, I think.
So tell me something. You're from the village. You're coming to Nairobi for the first time.
Yeah.
You know how rough this city can be. So did you have somebody with a ready mansion, or you just came and you sunk in? And
my story of coming to the city is
just tell us a bit about it.
It's a very long one, because for starters, I was coming to live with somebody that I did not ask to come and live with them. I just prayed. I thought, God, you know, I'm going to this guy and I'm not going to ask them if I'm going to stay with them. And I ended up staying with them for like 2 years without them asking, why didn't you ask me? Wow. But Nairobi was very rough. The city of glasses was very, very rough for me. I joined college without any money. A very shitty college, by the way, Nairobi Aviation College. It's not a good college. Even today, I think it suffered a lot of PR disaster, just because they were stealing exams and people could buy certificates from there. I am happy that when I was there, it was a pretty legit. We were actually doing something. So I registered for mass communication and journalism, news gathering, a lot of things media-wise, photography, videography, and things like that. The thing is that I wasn't having school fees, so I wasn't having fare to go back home. I wasn't having anything really. It was very, very tough.
I see.
Tough.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Now, with everything, you do everything with excellence.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone has ever told you this before. So somebody would expect maybe you went to Strathmore Business School, or you went to Daystar or USIU, but you went to Nairobi Aviation. Like, tell us a bit about that.
Nairobi Aviation was a college for people who did not pass to be sponsored by the government. It was a school for perhaps, I can say that people who had the money, a bit of the money, they couldn't afford the private institution at the university, but they also failed to go to the university, get sponsored by the government. So I think it was that kind of thing. I went to Nairobi Aviation because when I did my KCPE, I was cut off by 2 points. So by 2 points. I think they wanted 63 and I had 59. 60 and I had 63 and I had 61, I think. Yeah. So I would have really loved to go to the university as it is, Strathmore University, USIU, and all those things. But maybe I should consider going there now.
The interesting thing about that is our typical young average person in Kenya would say, I can't make it in journalism, or I can't do good photography or videography because I didn't have money to go to this or that university, or to go to an elite school, to learn the skills. But you go through Nairobi Aviation and you're here making it big time.
Yeah.
Wow. So
I wouldn't say I'm making it big time.
I mean, everything you put out.
I think you are overstating.
I'm not overstating. I mean, I'm talking about just go to his Facebook, and also we are going to leave links in the description of everything that he's doing on YouTube as well as his other projects, and then you will see what I'm talking about. Like, he does everything with excellence. And then if you want to, I don't know what we would use as a benchmark, to be able to say that, what, this guy went through this, and then even he didn't go to any elite school, but he's able to put out content of this quality, and then you can be able to see what I'm talking about, and it's completely impressive. It's very impressive.